Hi everyone, today I am here to bring you a full body athletic reformer workout. As far as equipment goes today, all you will need is your reformer and your box. During this session, feel free to modify and eliminate exercises as necessary. Also feel free to adjust your springs for your body and the reformer that you're working on. The workout today will be focused on athletic movements, including squats, lunges, planks, and push-ups. We will also be using other classical Pilates exercises as well. I really hope you enjoy this workout. I know I'm looking forward to it. When you are ready, let's go. All right, guys, so I'm all set up. I am on 3 heavy and 1 medium spring. I've placed my foot bar down, my headrest is up, and we're gonna start with a nice short warm up on all fours on the reformer. So come on up. I'd like you to bring your feet against your shoulder blocks and your hands on your platform. If you need to adjust yourself either forward or back, please do so that the shoulders end up over the wrists and the knees end up underneath the hips. When you're ready, just lengthen the spine nice and long. Take a big inhale, and on your next exhale, tuck the tailbone under and round the spine, puffing up the back of the ribs to the ceiling. Inhale the spine nice and long, coming into back extension. And then exhale, round the spine, tailbone under, back of the ribs, puff up. Let's do 3 more just like that, finding length through the spine. Mobilizing before we get really into our harder work. And 2 more to go. And last time through. On your next inhale, come back into a neutral position of the spine. Move your left knee back a little bit on the carriage and lift your left toes. Inhale here, and then exhale, look over your left shoulder, bring your toes towards that shoulder. Inhale through the middle, exhale, look over your right shoulder, bring those toes towards that shoulder. Good, so now we're just introducing a little bit of lateral flexion of the spine. Loosening up the waistline. Let's do 1 more each way. Beautiful. Bring that knee down underneath the hip, and let's just switch to the other side. Move the knee back a little bit, lift the toes to the ceiling, and then as you exhale, bring the toes towards the shoulder you're looking over, and switch. Nice, 1 more each way here. Very nice job. Bring both knees down underneath the hips. Move your right hand a little bit closer to the center of the platform. Look up to the ceiling, reaching your left arm up. Big twist. And then reach that arm underneath you. Look over your opposite shoulder. 2 more just like that. Opening the chest up to the ceiling. Big twist. And then twisting in the other direction. Your right elbow may bend here. 1 more time. Good. Bring both hands back onto the platform. Move your left hand a little bit closer to the center and then look up. Good. And slide that hand under. Beautiful twist. Nice job. 1 more. Good. From here, hands back down. Let's tuck our toes under so our heels are kind of pressed up against the shoulder blocks, and then come up to high kneeling. Pressing the pelvis forward, just make sure your body's in one nice long line here. Bring both arms up by the ears, take a big breath, inhale, and then exhale, bring your right hand back and down towards the shoulder block. Nice twisting back bend. Good, pausing here for a breath or 2. When you're ready, inhaling the arms back overhead. Exhaling, looking over your other shoulder. Nice twisting back bend. Beautiful. We'll do 1 more on either side. Good, opening up the front of the hips and the thighs. Last time through. Good, standing up nice and tall, bringing the arms down. Let's carefully step off to the side. We're just gonna bring our foot bar up into its, our footwork position. So whatever that is for you. And then come on down. Reminder that I'm on 3 heavy and 1 medium spring. You can adjust that to your liking. Give yourself a little room between your shoulders and your shoulder blocks. Your heels are sit bone distance apart on the foot bar. Arms reaching down the carriage towards the foot bar. Take a big breath, inhale here and press the carriage out. And then exhale, come in. Let's move a little quickly today. Inhale out, exhale in. Tailbone heavy. Knees pointing directly up to the ceiling. Just warming up those legs. Good. Front of the rib cage is soft. Crown of the head is reaching. Let's do 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Move to your arches, inner thighs together. Wrap your toes over the bar. Inhale out, exhale in. Good. Warming up those feet. That's it for 5, 4, and the last 2, and last 1. Coming in, moving to the toes, sit bone distance apart. Heels are neither all the way down nor all the way up, but kind of in the middle. Inhale out, exhale in. Beautiful. Check in with your shoulders. Make sure your collarbones are wide. For 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the carriage out this time. Swivel the heels till they touch. Come out and in again. Knees about shoulder distance apart when they're all the way bent. And 5, 4, last 2, and last 1. Last foot position here in footwork. Let's take our heels nice and wide on the foot bar. This is our squat position. Let's inhale, press out, and then exhale, resist the springs to come in. Beautiful job. For 5, and 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Come all the way in. Sweep your legs off to the side. Sit all the way up. I'm going to come down to 1 heavy spring. This could also be done on a medium spring. I'm going to start with that heavy. We're coming over to kneeling on our hands and knees facing the other direction. Your knees are about 1 inch away from your shoulder blocks, hands forward, and then just lean your thigh bones into the shoulder blocks. Thumbs are on top of the side of the reformer so that you are safe. Take a breath, inhale here, and then exhale in a long, flat back. Pull the carriage underneath you. Inhale out, exhale, pull. Does not have to be a very big movement. I'd like you to think about your spine staying nice and long the whole time. We're not tucking the tailbone under at this point. And the shoulders are staying fairly close to over the wrists. And I'm trying to minimize the work of my upper body and really do the majority of this work from my core. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. Same thing, but we round the spine. Pull the hips forward. Tailbone reaches towards the heels. Big breath, exhale. That's it for 5 and 4. The last 2 and last 1. Beautiful. Move both knees to the right shoulder block, both toes to the left-hand side. So your hips are rotated, your shoulders are still facing forward. Take a breath, inhale here. Exhale, round the spine and pull the carriage underneath you. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful job. Move those knees to the other side. You might have one side, obviously, that feels a little tighter than the other in your rotation. That's okay. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. While we're facing down here, let's take our headrest down. If your straps are on your floor like mine, pick those straps up. And we are going to lay down with our hips fairly close to the shoulder blocks. Grab onto your straps and just lay all the way down on your back. You want the bottom tips of your shoulder blades close to the edge of the carriage. And then we're going to take our knees into our straps, right? So here we are. Make sure you feel even. Hands behind the head, watch your hair and the springs. Keep the knees directly over the hips here. Lower the torso back over the edge of the carriage. Feel that beautiful stretch. And then exhale, curl the head, neck, and chest up. Inhale back. Exhale, curl. As I come out of my flexion, I'm thinking about my spine getting longer, not necessarily arching the back, but lengthening the spine back. Last 3, 2, last 1. Stay lifted with the torso, flex the feet. Drive the heels forward and then exhale, pull the knees in. Inhale out, exhale in. Nice neutral spine here. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the knees in tabletop. Lower the torso over the back of the carriage. Inhale. Exhale, curl and rotate to the right. Inhale, lower down through the middle. Exhale, curl and rotate to the left. Inhale, down through the middle. We'll just do 2 more on either side. Last 1, stay in rotation to the left, and we'll do those knees again, out and in. Knees are traveling to the center, but your torso is in rotation. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come through the middle with the body, rotate to the right. Same thing. Check in with your pelvis, make sure you're equally weighted. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back center, lower the torso, lower the feet for a second. Take just a moment of reprieve. We're going to come back up for just a few more exercises here. So coming up into forward flexion with the torso, bringing the knees into tabletop. Catch the tension on your right leg, extend your left heel forward. Bring that knee in, catch the tension with your left leg, bring your other leg forward. Catch and switch. Catch and switch. For 4, 3, last 1. Very nice job. Now we add rotation. For 4, 3, 2, and last time. Very nice job. Feet go down. You can reach your hands forward towards your thighs. Assist yourself back up to seated, and we'll take our straps off. Very nice job. I'm going to switch out my springs a little bit. So I'm going to come to 1 medium spring. If you're there already, that's great. And we're going to come to high kneeling facing back. So knees a few inches from the shoulder blocks. I like to hang my toes over the back of the carriage just for a little bit of stability. Then we're going to come up and just grab one of our ropes. I'm going to choke up on my rope here. Keep the spine facing straight forward, hips facing straight forward. Pull that arm back and bring that arm forward. Exhale and inhale. Spine grows tall. Back of the neck is long. Collarbones are open. 4 more here. Think about equally pressing the knees down. 3, 2. Last 1. Bring the arm forward. Your unstrapped hand is coming forward on your shoulder block. You're going to pull your right elbow up by the ribs. Let's do a tricep extension here. And then you have the option to hold the other leg back behind you. Very balancy, so take your time. Watch your foot bar. I have to keep my toes a little higher. For 4. Last 2. And last 1. Good. Stand back up on both knees. Take that same strap into your other hand. Glue your right hand down by your ribs. Let's pull and rotate to the left and come back center. Pull and rotate and come back center. Keep the pelvis pressing forward even as the arm comes forward. Try not to allow the hips to fall back in space. Last 4. Exhale, 3. And one more time. Very nice job. Place that strap back. We'll move to our other side. Good, so grab onto your strap. You can choke up as high as you want. The higher you choke up, the more tension on your spring. Glue the other arm down by your side, and then just bring your arm down and back, and down and forward. Let's do 4, 3, last one. Very nice job. Hinge it over. Right hand on your shoulder block, tricep extension on the left, elbow is high. Take your option if you want to extend your other leg back behind you. Try to keep your hips square. I'm working hard to keep my foot high. And remember not to talk too much while I'm doing this balance work. Woo! All right, let's do 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Bring that knee down, stack the spine up, transfer the strap into your other hand. Here we go, pull and rotate, and come center. A little squeeze of the glutes, especially as you turn the body back to the middle. You're thinking about pulling that hand towards the armpit. Last 3. And one more. Very nice job. Bring that strap down onto the peg. We're going to turn all the way around to face the foot bar now. Careful. Feet against the shoulder blocks. Let's grab onto our strap with our left hand. I'm going to go with the longer loop. Facing straight forward with the pelvis. Bring the hand by the hip. From here, I'm going to present my arm forward, soft bend in the elbow, and then bring the arm down. If you'd like to, and I'm going to do this, as I bring the arm down, I'm going to sit my pelvis back towards my heels, and then I'm going to press my pelvis forward as the arm comes forward. Otherwise, you can stay either high or low with your hips. Last 3. Other hand is just hanging by the side. Last 1. Keep the arm forward. Everybody come up out of their hips, open to the side, and close. Rotating, and center. Last 2 here. Good. One more, use those ribs. All right, one more exercise here. Bring your hand down by your hip. We're gonna do a full arm circle on the left-hand side, or kind of like a rainbow action back and forth. So we start with our presenting of the arm. Bring the arm forward, circle it back, look at it, circle it over and forward, and then sit back to the hips. We'll do 3 more here. Up, over, back, and down. Up, over, back, and down. Last time, up, over, back, and down. Very nice job. Switching to the other side. Place that strap back, grab your other strap. You can start with your hips low towards your heels if you'd like. And then here we go. Present and down. Last 3. Last time, stay lifted. Turn the palm in, rotate. And center. Rotate. Use your abdominals. It is arm work, but it's really core focused. Last time. Last exercise. Down. Up. Arc over. Arc back. Down. Up. Arc over. Arc back. You've got 2 more to go. Last time. Ooh, all right, place that strap all the way back. Let's stand up. I'm going to change to 1 heavy spring. I'm also going to grab my box. And for now, we're going to bring it on to the carriage short box way. Okay? And then we're going to come up and have a seat on that box facing the foot bar. So you come up, bring your heels a few inches up onto the box. Make sure the box is pressed all the way back to the shoulder blocks so it's nice and stable. And then bring your hands forward on your foot bar. Mine is a locking foot bar. Just be careful if yours is not to pull up on the bar. Make sure you have your hands anchored down towards the floor. Float the hips. Keep the hips nice and low. From here, hands can stay on the foot bar. We're just going to deepen the hips and let them rise. Deepen and let them rise. Last 3, 2, last 1. Bring your shoulders over your foot bar. Press the carriage out and in. Notice my hips are still low as the carriage pulls in. Very nice job. Last 3. And last 1. Bring the carriage in underneath you. Sit the hips back, float the arms up. Come down and up, down and up. For 4, 3, 2. This is fairly full range for me. Last 1. Now we're going to do half range. Up a few inches, down a few inches. Up a few inches, down a few inches for 4, 3, 2. Now we get to hold at our low point. Hold low. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands down to the foot bar. Stay low with the hips. Press the carriage out. Keep the legs straight for a moment. That should feel good. Press the carriage out more from the shoulders. Bring the carriage back in, shoulders over wrists. Last 3. Last 1. Shoulders over wrists. Good. Give me a push-up. Down and up. Down. Elbows back to 5 and 7 o'clock, right? Be careful that as you stand out of those hands, that the carriage doesn't push you forward. Last 3. 2. And 1. All right. Straighten the elbows, bend the knees, pull the carriage all the way in. 1 more round, hands come up. All the way down, all the way up. All the way down, all the way up. Your full range for 3. And 2. And 1, come down. A little up, a little down, a little up, a little down for 4, 3, 2. Hold low, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's carefully sit. Extend the legs forward. Relax for a moment. Good. Okay, so from here, we're going to rotate around onto our knees. Facing the box, forearms on the box. Hands clasped together, or like a number 11 with your forearms either way. My toes are against my platform. I'm gonna lift my knees, make sure my feet feel stable, and then press the carriage out. From here, I'm just gonna float my right foot up a little bit, lower it down. Float my left foot up a little bit, lower it down. If you've got that foot bar there, there's a little gentle pressure. Upward into the bar, upward into the bar. Last 4, 3, 2. Now listen, right foot comes up, slip it onto the bar. Bend both knees, press both legs out. Your right leg will never fully straighten, or the foot that's on the foot bar will never fully straighten. Last 3, 2, and 1. Press out, lower that foot down, switch to the other side. Other foot comes up, find that foot bar, bend and press. Bend and press. Last 3, 2, and 1. Final challenge, both feet on the foot bar. I'm gonna clasp my hands, it just feels better for me. Press out from the shoulder and in. Out from the shoulder and in. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower one knee, pull the carriage in, lower the other knee. Good job. All right, let's take our box down to the side of the carriage. For a moment, I'm gonna line it up with the carriage itself. I'm gonna be facing away from you for a moment, guys. I've got my one heavy spring on. My box is against my carriage. We're gonna step up with our left foot, the foot closest to the foot bar, and then drive the right knee up to the ceiling. Step back, good. And again, up, back, up, back, up, back, up, back. Just getting that heart rate to lift a little bit. Nice job. You've got 8, 7, 6. Last 4, 3. Last time. Switch. Other foot. Last 8. 7. Last 4. 2. And 1. Switch your feet one more time. Bring your left foot, the foot that's closest to the foot bar, close to the front edge of the box. Bring your other heel up, oops, and bend the back knee. Let's do a little lunge here. Front heel is high. Good, back knee is dropping low for 5, 4, 3, and 1. Step back, switch out your feet, and again, down, up, down, up. For 5, 4, last 2, and last 1. Step up and back. Take that box and place it onto your carriage, long box style. Face sideways towards your risers. Step fairly close to the reformer so you can have your inside hand on your box. And then we're going to step back into another lunge. So my outside leg is back. My inside leg is forward. I'm bending both knees nice and low. Stay nice and low. Press the box away from you and in. I'm going to switch my spring to one medium instead of this heavy. It just feels like it'll be more accessible to me. So if you need to do that, do that. Otherwise, stay where you are. Press. Press. Exhale, press. Hips are square. Back knee is low, back heel is high. Let's do 5, 4, 3. Now we're going into a very challenging exercise. I want you to press the box forward, tip the upper body forward and straighten the back leg, and then come on back in. Press and straighten. If you can get that arm on the box to straighten fully ahead of you, do it. If you need to keep a bend in the elbow, that's okay too. Upper body hinging forward as the back leg straightens. The last 3, we've got one more addition. Option to float the back toes. Float the back toes. We're going to find balance in a moment without the box. 3, 2, losing my balance. Last time. Come on in, release the box, hands to the hips. Step into your front foot, lift your back leg. Now lower and lift the back leg. Your front knee is bent. Your body is long. For 5, 4. Last 2, hold the back leg up, little bend of your standing leg. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stand all the way up. Shake it off. Good job. We're going to do all that on the other side, starting with our step-ups. So I want you to take your box down next to the side of your reformer. When you're ready, we step up, 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 tap, down, tap, up, tap, down, tap. That's it, lifting that heart rate. A few more here, we've got 8, 7. Move your arms how it feels comfortable for you. Last 4, 3, 2. Last time, step down, switch sides. You try to transition smoothly. For 5, 4. Last 2. Last time. Nice. Step up with your other foot again. Step back with your back foot. Lift the heel high. A little bit of a lunge. Just prepping us for the lunges to come. Bending both knees for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step back. Step up with your other foot. Lift the back heel, down, up, down, up. Good for 5, 3, 2, and 1. Step back. Take that box up onto your carriage. Align it with your shoulder blocks. Make sure it's nice and tight to them. Face towards the risers. Your inside foot is forward. Your outside foot is back. I'm stepping pretty close so that my hip is really in line with the back corner of the box. And then I'm stepping into that lunge position. We're just going to start by pressing the carriage out and in. Making sure our pelvis is square, our hips, our shoulders are square to the back of the room. For 4, 3, 2, and last one, we're gonna add that hinge. Upper body hinges forward, back leg straightens, maybe the front arm straightens all the way. In and press. In and press. Reminder, I'm on 1 medium spring. Again, if you wanted to stay on that 1 heavy, you very well could. For 3. Coming up is our last challenge. We're gonna float that back foot. Last one, here we go. Lift, control it back. Lift, control it back. You can fully straighten that arm or keep it with the bend. Last 4, 3. Last time. Very nice job. Release the box. Lean the upper body over. Find balance. Hands to the hips. Lower and lift the back leg. From the glute and the hamstring for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the back leg up, bend the standing knee down. Now you have that box there. You could always place your hand on it if necessary, or it's there just for your support. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. Stand up, shake it off, take that box off. Beautiful job. Okay, staying on that one medium spring for me, I'm gonna take one foot on either side of the carriage, coming down into this wide straddle position. I'm gonna grab onto my shorter loops. You can go longer or shorter. You wanna be very close to the back edge of your carriage, but just make sure you have a little carriage underneath you, obviously. Palms facing up, hover the hips, elbows high, bicep curl the arms, in and out. Elbows stay high. Hands reaching towards the forehead for 5, 4, 3, tailbone towards the floor, 2, last 1. Beautiful. Turn your palms back. Round the spine forward. Press the arms back. Come to straight spine. Round and press. Straighten. Exhale. Round and press. Straighten. Use those upper abdominals. For 4, 3. Hug the outside of the carriage with your calves. 2. Last 1. Stack the spine. Open the arms out to the back. Squeeze right behind those armpits. For 4. Last 2. And last 1. We're gonna do one more round of each. Option to lift the heels. Elbows high, bicep curl. Just 5 more. 5, 4. Last 2. Last 1. Arms low. Press back around the upper back. 4 more. Last 1. Arms high and wide. Pull. Pull. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice job. Release the straps forward. Make sure you have carriage underneath you before you sit down. Stand up. Carefully sweep your legs to one side. I'm going to put my foot bar down a little bit just so I have better access to my standing platform. And we are going to do a few push-ups here. So 2 sets, 1 on each side. I'm on one medium spring, 1 hand on the platform, 1 hand on the carriage. My hands are even with one another here, kind of at the center. I'm walking my feet back behind me into a plank. Inhale, prepare. Press the carriage out. And then pull the carriage in and straighten the arms. So press the carriage out, bend each elbow. Straighten your arms as you pull in. Use your chest. Inhale out. Exhale in. Now I know these standing platforms are a little sandpapery on some machines. You could always put something under your hand here. I'm just bearing it for the moment. You've got 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Step it in. Let's come around to the other side. Again, I apologize, my back will be facing you. 1 hand on the platform, 1 hand on the carriage. Walk it back into your plank. Inhale out. Exhale, push in. Last 3. 2. And last time. All right, our last exercise here before we start to cool it down. We are gonna stand on this little platform. If you have a platform extender, feel free to put it on. I'm gonna kind of balance here a little bit on my toes. My heels are dropped off the edge. Make sure you feel stable. This is quite challenging as it is. We're coming down into our squat like we did before, halfway up, down into our squat. It's a fairly narrow squat. My feet are underneath my hips. Last 3 and 2. And last one, we're gonna get really low in our squat, bring our hands down to our carriage, press the carriage out, you're in your plank, pull the carriage in, and rise up, down, out, in, and rise. You can go faster or slower than this. Keep that belly braced. Let's do 5 more. If you can get those legs to straighten your plank, please do. Shoulders are over the wrists. Last 3. And 2. Last time. And rise up. Very nice job. Hands down, step down. Careful, step all the way off. Whew. Bring your foot bar back up. I'm gonna come to one heavy spring. Step to the side of the machine. Outside foot in line with your foot bar, inside foot against your shoulder block. Stretch. Sink down into that lunge. Let the breath settle. Nice, maybe the front leg straightens. Coming into that full expression of your stretch. One hand on the floor, one hand on the frame. Just do what you need to do to feel comfortable and get that good stretch. Come in, come about halfway in, press the pelvis forward, reach the arms up, back bend. Reach one hand to the outer thigh, twist. Come all the way in. Same thing, other side. So coming around. Outside foot in line with the foot bar. Inside foot on the shoulder block. Press it out. Find that deep lunge. Maybe the front leg straightens. Good. Bend the front knee, come about halfway in. Lift both arms, back bend. Twist over that front knee. Bring the carriage in. Have a seat. Heels underneath the knees. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the elbows wide. 2 more. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the elbows wide. 1 more time. Inhale it up. And exhale the elbows wide. Guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. I really hope you enjoyed that. Woo, that was a tough one for me. Leave me a comment or a question down below. Let me know what you thought and what you'd like to see more of. As always, please subscribe and please share with your friends. It really helps me bring more content to you. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.